Welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy my readings, please be sure to like and subscribe, as well as leave me a comment if this reading resonates with you. Alright, so this week we're going to do something a little bit different. So I've got the Wild Unknown Tarot. Okay, I can't fit it in the screen. The Wild Unknown Tarot deck. And I also got this brand new deck called Divine Feather Messenger. And it's basically a message from the birds. And I don't know about you, but this really reminds me of my grandma. And she always had the best advice. So let's take a look and see what we've got. And then I've got the DIY Oracle deck that I made myself for your final outcome. Alright, so first things first, we've got the Magician under What's Crossing You. Ooh, the Crow and a manifestation card. So let's start with the Magician. Excuse me. Alright, so for the first card, the Magician is based on the Virgo in most decks, but in this particular deck it says self-empowerment and action. The Magician is a card of boundless expansive energy, whereas many of the major arcana deal with the stillness or aspects of the mind. This card is all about action, action, action. It's time to see yourself as the wildcat. Embrace his speed, grace, and ability. Don't be afraid to begin. You have the power of all four elements within you, within your reach. Now is the time to use them. And as you can see on the card, it's got the swords, the pentacles, the cups, and that stick is wands. Okay, so that's what's crossing you right now. So you must have some type of project or long-term goal that you're trying to come. And now the crow, crows usually come as an omen, as a sign. The universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. Keep it unwaveringly for a period of time. Dimensional manifestation 4 at a time. So what this means is whatever you've been doing to try to make your goals successful, go ahead and do it 3 more times than you have been. So let's say that you've been working out once a day. Well, you're going to want to work out 3 times more than that a day. You don't have to kill yourself, but definitely whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, go big or go home. All right. And with the crow, I'm actually going to take a look in the book and see what it says, because I think that there's even more information in the book. All right, so the crow. The crow is a common bird that likes to test, intrigue, and annoy. They can be found often in groups, creating sound in a mob-like fashion, and their caw to warn or drive off predators. The common crow is black with dark blue or purple tones. It has a deep association with the nighttime, the maternal, and the womb. Crows are highly intelligent sentinels who perch high in trees, overseeing the flow of activity. They remind us that creatures Sorry, hold on. They remind us that creation and magic are a part of the cosmic energies. Under the guidance of the universal laws, we find an incredible roadmap for manifesting our desires. The message that the crow brings is the crow is a wise messenger of the power of creation. Crow speaks the language of the universe, creator, and asks you to go into the darkness to tap into your manifesting abilities. Pay attention to the message, visions, and signs. The universal laws govern all and tell us that there is an unending field of potential that can be accessed. You can think of it as magic or universal energy. It matters not. The energy of the crow is urging you to start creating all that you desire. The crow playfully reminds us to enjoy the process. Creation. So the energies are creation, universal laws, communication. The season is year-round. The element is earth and air, and the color is black or purple. And the affirmation is, I acknowledge my own higher connection. I am a powerful channel. All right, so that was a lot of information for the crow. I like that. That was a very good info. All right, and we've got, under the recent past, we've got the Daughter of Wands, which is like the Page of Wands. And then we've got the Wren. It says, be bold and confident. Use all of your resources to create your dreams. And resentment. So this is how it works. Problem, reaction, solution. So resentment cannot be a solution, but it definitely can destroy your inner peace. All right, so let's take a quick look into the Daughter of Wands, which is basically like the Page of Wands, but in this particular book, it's based on archetypes from Carl Jung. So it's a little bit different than your traditional card deck. And it might really spring forth some inner magic from your subconscious. Daughter of Wands. Hold on, we're almost there. Okay. The Daughter of Wands is a free spirit, a truly visionary creature. She usually waits until later to settle down or to start a family, as she's busy with her career. She can be stubborn and much stronger than she looks. As with all of the Wands family, the daughter makes a dangerous enemy. This card can also represent a woman going through a transformation or spiritual breakthrough. All right, and the Daughter of Wands is also visionary and passionate. All right. So as you can see, it's a snake coiled around a wand. So similar to, you can see that it has something to do with new blossoming. The magic is new. And then we've got the Wren for your recent past. And this one says, be bold and confident. Use all of your resources to create your dreams. The wren is a small springtime bird that is said to be the king of the birds, and lucky as well. Adored as much as the robin in lore, we see the wren in many folk tales as an adaptable, resourceful bird. His powerful voice gives the impression of a much larger bird and allowed it to sing all day with great confidence. The wren's sensitivity to temperature indicates that we too need to be sensitive to extremes. The wren is clever, and the pagan tradition associated with the messenger to the earth gods and goddesses with sharing their earth-based wisdom. The wren helps us to realize that we are the sum of all of our gifts. The message that it sends is the divine wren flutters in the divine wren flutters in to remind you that you already possess all the resources that you need. Rather than to be seeking more, looking here and there, now is the time to stand strongly and confidently in the acceptance of what is already present. You will create the shift that you seek. Watch out for any tendency toward extreme behavior. It is important to find balance rather than to overdo it. Being bold and confident comes from strength within, not from the false sense of self. The wren guides you beautifully through this new exploration and invites you to grow. The gift of this message is adaptability. The energies are confidence, resources, adaptability. The season for the wren is winter and spring, and the elements are earth and air, and the color is brown or gray, and the affirmation is, my confidence and inner strength guide me forward. All right, so that's beautiful. All right, and let's take a look at your next card. We've got the Hanged Man. All right, so the Hanged Man represents like stalemate. You're just stuck in a place where you can't move forward, you can't move back, and you kind of have to grow from an inner place. And then the turkey, I like to say this has to do with thankfulness, but we'll see. It says, honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as a service to the greater good. Time to bloom, and then it has unawakened. So you may still have your eyes closed, even if you feel like you're awakened. You might be ignoring things that are right in front of your face. All right, and I feel like I might have forgotten to mention that this is a fire sign reading. All right, this is for Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And for your future, in your immediate future, we've got the Judgment card, along with the Raven. The Raven card says, the universe is calling you to notice important synchronicities. And that really resonates with me. And then the DIY Oracle deck says that you might have some haters out there. And of course, I've got exactly what you need to know. Alright, so what are haters? Negative people rooting for you to fail, jealous people, people who resent you. The more success you have, the more haters that you will have. Unfortunately, they try to drag you down to make themselves feel better. Bullies. Okay, so let's take a quick look and read this Judgment card. Of course, we all know what the Judgment card is all about, but this particular deck is based on archetypes. So it might have a little bit deeper of a message than your typical tarot deck, because it's more based off of psychology. The Judgment card. So the Judgment card is the second from the last card in this deck. It says forgiveness. The word judgment conjures up fear and guilt in many people. This card, however, concerns itself with another aspect of the word, seeking the truth. No more blaming yourself or others. No more excuses. Now is the time for forgiveness and personal freedom. This card asks you to rise up and let pettiness and fear fall below you. Expand your wings and be reborn. What a relief it is. What a relief it will be. Okay, so that's extremely good advice. That's definitely advice that I have given other people and also taken this advice myself. And once you really, really embrace this, it can change your life forever. All right, and let's take a quick look at the Raven. So, like I had said before, my grandma was a bird watcher, and she had a lot to say about every single bird. And the Raven is, it has a lot of message in itself, because I automatically think of some of the things that I had to read in high school. All right, so let's read this Raven card. The raven is a symbolic messenger from the family of black birds. All of the black birds hold some level of mystery and magical energy. The raven is a power bird, decidedly aligned with the strong power of feminine energy of the universe. Often called a messenger of prophecy, the raven calls us to tune in and take notice of what is happening around us. Odin of the Norse mythology had two raven companions representing thoughts and memory. Recognizing the raven's sharp mind and keen intelligence encourages us to trust ourselves and our own supreme knowing. The raven's message is one of empowerment, and its distinct caw awakens you to notice your personal power and to accept this as your truth. Oftentimes, we ignore the signs of the path and deny our own importance. The time is officially over. You are being called to notice and to follow the signs and the synchronicities of the universe that will awaken your inner wisdom. You may feel called to a higher vision or reach for yourself. The blackness of the raven's feathers represents untapped potential and expansive universe. Follow the guidance of the raven and your own power now. The energies associated with the raven are insight, prophecy, and power. Fall, winter, earth, air, and the colors are black, blue, and purple. And the affirmation is, I claim my divine power and open to unlimited potential. So I really am digging that. This whole reading has been pretty great. The only thing I have to say is watch out for those haters. Because when you do get to your higher calling and you let go of all of the judgment and hate, especially if you've been part of a cult or a religious stigmatism for a long time, it can be difficult to re-brainwash yourself or unbrainwash yourself. All right. So, with that being said, I hope this reading resonates with you, and you come back and see me next week.